Hello friend, I am Naval. You are watching Code with Naval. Welcome to Java series part 62. In our last video, we saw how to create a thread and how many ways we can create a thread. In this video, we are going to discuss about a thread scheduler in a Java. So let's first understand what is the use of thread scheduler and where exactly we use the thread scheduler. Thread scheduler in a Java is the part of the JVM. Thread scheduler only decide which thread should be run. There is no guarantee that which runnable thread will be chosen a thread scheduler for a run. If there is a higher and lower priority thread, then first thread scheduler choose higher priority thread. But there is no guarantee every time thread scheduler choose thread priority wise. It's depend on a JVM. Then we have arrival time. The thread scheduler also depend on a arrival time of the thread. If we have a 10 thread and both 10 thread have a same priority, then thread scheduler execute a first come first serve this process. In a single processor, only executor, or we can say only run a single thread. Here you can see in this diagram, here first we create a thread, then we start thread. Let's consider here we simply create a 10 thread and we start those 10 thread. Those first thread executing that come inside a running and other 9 thread go inside a runnable. Okay, and this 10 thread have a same priority. We consider this 10 thread have a 5 priority. That means this thread execute a first come first serve. But suddenly we add a new thread. Okay, that thread priority is a 10. Okay, already inside a runnable there have a 9 thread waiting for execution and one thread is a running. And those 9 thread have a priority, mean priority, or we can say priority 5, and we suddenly add one new thread. That thread have a high priority, that thread have a 10 priority. Then JVM, or we can say thread scheduler, give this high priority thread chance, but there is no guarantee, depend on a thread scheduler. Okay, here you can see thread priority. Each thread have a priority. Priority are represented by a number between 1 to 10. In most cases, thread scheduler schedule the thread according to their priority, but not every time. Depend on a JVM. There are simply 3 constant priority defined in a thread class. First one is the mean priority, then mon, and then max priority. Okay, mean priority means 1. Okay, you can see default priority of a thread is a 5. Mon priority. Okay, mon priority is a 5. The value of mean priority is 1 and the value of max priority is a 10. Okay, we can simply pass this number, or we can simply pass this constant variable name. Okay, mon priority, mean priority, mon priority, or max priority. Here we have a simply 2 method, get priority and set priority. Here we can simply get priority, simply return that particular thread priority, and set priority means we are simply setting a priority, we are simply changing that thread priority. Okay, let's open Eclipse and let's see practically. Okay, I'll simply create here class. Okay, I'll simply give this class name part 62, and I'll simply create here one thread class demo 62. Okay, let's give demo 62 extends thread. Okay, simply here we extend the thread, and let's declare here public void run method. Okay, inside the run method we will simply write one for loop for int I equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, and I plus plus. Okay, and here we simply print system.out.println thread name. First we print thread name. Okay, how can we print thread name? How to print thread name? Simply thread dot current thread, okay, dot get name. Okay, this one is a, okay, then we print thread priority. Okay, let's print this thread priority. How to print thread priority? Same thing, thread dot current thread dot get priority. Okay, you can see here get priority method. Okay, let's save this and I'll simply create this thread object first. Before that, we need to write a main method. Inside a main method, let's t1 equal to new demo62. Okay, here this one is the first, then we create a one more object t2, t1, then t2. Okay, and here simply start one by one, t1 dot start, then t2 dot start. Okay, let's save this and I'll simply run this application. Okay, let's run Java application. You can see first thread 0 print, then thread 1, then again 0 0, then 1 1 1, then 0 0 0 0. That means there is no consistency. There is no guarantee. Only first thread only print, then only print second thread. Okay, let's run one more time. You can see here sometime print first, then second, then first, then second. 0 means our first thread and 1 means our second thread. Okay, here you can see first thread print, then second, then first, then again second, then first, then second. Okay, one more thing we can print here. Okay, let's print here this I value. Okay, I'll simply print here I value, this I value. Okay, we need to add here. Okay, let's print here I value and add here. Okay, let's save and run one more time. You can see first, second, third, 4, 5, 6, any way, any random way it's a printing. It's not following any standard. Okay, now let's add. Before starting, I'll simply change t1 priority. Okay, I'll simply t1 dot set priority. Okay, let's try t1 dot set priority and I'll simply set 10 priority. Okay, let's save and run this and let's check. You can see first this 10 priority, all this 10 priority thread get chance, but not every time. Okay, first time it's a get all this high priority thread chance. Okay, let's run again this program. Now you can see this time not a get chance, this time not get high priority chance. Okay, only now you can see every time it's getting a different output. Why? Here you can see this time we got output depend on a priority, depend on a thread scheduler. Sometime thread scheduler select thread depend on a thread priority. Sometime thread scheduler select thread depend on a arrival time. It's a depend on a JVM or thread scheduler. We can't expect every time it's a give output depend on a priority. Okay, you can see sometime it's executing. Okay, let's run. Okay, it's give every time different output. Okay, then what is the default priority? Okay, let's see. I'll simply remove this. Okay, let's see what is the default priority. You can see this default priority is a 5. Then where we set a default priority. Okay, by default this main method priority, this main thread priority is 5. Okay, I'll simply show you system.out.println main thread. Okay, let's print main thread priority. I'll simply print here thread dot get. Okay, thread dot current thread dot get priority. Okay, you can see here. Let's run this and here you can see this main thread priority is the 5. Okay, whatever parent thread priority, those thread priority get this child thread by default. Okay, if we change this priority, then this child thread priority also change. Okay, let's see. I'll simply change here priority thread dot current thread dot set priority. Okay, let's see here, set priority, and I'll simply change here, instead of 5 I'll simply give here 8. Okay, instead of 5, here we simply change main thread priority, and we expect this child thread priority also change. Okay, let's save this and run this, and here you can see this child thread priority also change. Okay, whatever child thread priority getting, it's getting from parent thread, and here main is our parent thread. Okay, main method is our parent thread, and this one is our child thread. T1 and T2 is our child thread. Okay, whatever this main method, this parent thread have a priority, that priority by default get this child thread. Okay, now here we simply understand what is the thread scheduler and what is the priority, and how can we set a priority, how can we get priority. And here also I'll simply show one more thing here, get priority. Okay, here you can see. Okay, I'll simply show, not here exactly. Here you can see, here priority, here static constant. Okay, you can see static constant, mean priority, mon priority, and max priority. If we set mean priority, that means we set a 1. If we set mon priority, that means we set 5, and if we set max priority, that means we set 10. Okay, here we simply saw not every time thread scheduler select a thread depend on a priority. If sometime it's select depend on a priority, sometime it will not select depend on a priority. Okay, here we simply understand what is the thread priority and what is the thread scheduler, and how thread scheduler select thread runnable to running. Okay, for this video that's it. We will see next topic in the next video. Till that, bye bye.